WHOU and WFKT by Bowers Funeral Home, the County Federal Credit Union, TNT, Northern Maine Community College, Scoville Building Supply, FAP Body, United Insurance, J. McLaughlin Construction, Daigle Oil Company, Priority Auto Sales, Rick Hannigan Plumbing, Cushman & Sons, KVHC, County Ag and Turf, Holton Tire and Steelstone, Maine Equipment, Griffith Ford, Napa and Coastal Auto Parts, Pat's Pizza, Madigan Home Healthcare, Pioneer Times, Pioneer Broadband, Thompson and Hamill, Aroostook Limousines, Huber Engineered Woods, Jeans Electronics, County Physical Therapy, Katahdin Trust Company, White Smiles, Maine Baseball Academy, S.W. Collins, Nortrax, Herring Brothers. Now let's go down to the floor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Kent Community High School, where your Fort Kent Lady Warriors are hosting the visiting Caribou Lady Vikings. This is these teams' second meeting of the season, the first one going in favor of the Caribou Vikings back at their place by a score of 65-24. However, that was a long time ago. Both teams currently have 3 wins on the season and sit in 11th place in their respective classes, Fort Kent in C, Caribou in B. I'm joined tonight, I'm Dominic Rosinghall, joined tonight by my partner Chad Sear, coach of the Fort Kent varsity boys basketball team. Chad, what are we expecting out of this one tonight?
Well, I think you're going to see a good battle go down. Fort Kent's obviously going to come out and pull out some hardcore defense like they always do. They're going to probably have to stop the transition with Caribou, get it done as quick as they can, and hopefully get on the boards and get some points into their own as well.
Absolutely. Like we said, that first matchup, don't be deceived by that. That was a long time ago. These teams have played over half of a season's worth since then, so we expect to see a very different one tonight. We're going to take a couple quick minutes to give Chad a second to get down here and speak with our coaches. So we will take a 3-minute break and be back with you here on WFKT and WHOU.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world. Want that special item for this year's high school basketball season to show your team support? Cushman & Sons, locally owned and operated in Presque Isle, has team sportswear and will do custom embroidery, screen printing, logo design, digital and printing, as well as banners, decals, and other vinyl works. Cushman & Sons also can design trophies, awards, and add specialty items. Cushman & Sons, 764-3833 or CushmanandSonsInc.com. And don't forget to visit and like their Facebook page. If you can think it, Cushman & Sons will say, yeah, we can do that.
Tired of the same old boring meals? Try something new this week. TNT Takeout at 69 High Street in Holton has what you're looking for.
And believe me, the name doesn't lie. The food is dynamite. Every pizza is loaded with lots of gooey cheese and delicious toppings, from traditional pepperoni to barbecue chicken, combination to vegetarian pizza or all meat.
You can grab their specials or enjoy salads to food off the grill, Mexican seafood, and hot or cold subs. TNT Takeout, the convenience store that has it all.
Call 521-5250.
Katahdin Valley Health Center, or KVHC, is a network of 6 community health centers dedicated to providing affordable, comprehensive, and high-quality care to people of all ages and incomes. We accept all patients and insurances, including those who are uninsured or on main care. Our committed patient care team is here for you, offering an extensive range of services to provide you with quality health care. We're creating healthy communities starting with you. Call or visit our website today.
White Smiles Family Dentistry realizes that life gets busy. We have locations in Presque Isle and Fort Fairfield to better accommodate your busy schedule. If you need to see a dentist but don't want to wait months for an appointment, then call White Smiles Family Dentistry. We are always accepting new patients and can accommodate you as quickly as possible. We offer the area's most complete dentistry, including implants, extractions, root canals, and implant-retained dentures, which saves you from trips downstate or transfers to another dental office. Don't wait months to see your dentist. Call White Smiles Family Dentistry today.
Be good for Nana, okay? I love you. That's not me.
A moment like this is decades in the making. The County Federal Credit Union, partnering with you to achieve financial success so you can enjoy the moments that matter. countyfcu.org.
So we are back, and I'm going to throw it down courtside to Chad, who is with Caribou Lady Vikings coach Kayla Brown.
Hello, I'm here with head coach Kayla Brown of the Caribou Lady Vikings. Kayla, right now you're sit at 3-8 on the season. A lot of close games that you've had. What kind of things have you been working on to try to turn those little bit of small losses into wins?
Yeah, we've had some close games. We just hadn't been able to come out on top of them. It comes down to the mental toughness a lot of times and taking care of the basketball. So that's kind of been a focus for us the last few games. We got to work on taking care of the ball and rebounding as well.
Very good. And what are some of the keys to success for tonight's game?
Same thing. We're hoping to move the ball well. I'm expecting a zone defense, so hopefully we'll be able to get through that by moving the ball and rebound well. The biggest one, though, is taking care of the basketball and not turning it over.
Very good. Thank you. Good luck this evening and the rest of your season, Kayla.
Thank you very much, Coach Brown, for your time. Chad is now working his way over to the Fort Kent bench, where he is being joined by Coach Kelly O'Leary.
I'm here with Kelly O'Leary, coach of the Lady Warriors. Kelly, seems you guys sit at 3-8 and are in 8th in Class C right now. Very close games that you've had. What's some of the keys to success for tonight's game for you?
Well, we played them earlier in the year, and we didn't have much for them. I think we've improved. Of course, staying out of foul trouble. We're short bench, staying out of foul trouble. Not turning the ball over, not beating ourselves is going to be key here tonight. We got a tough task ahead of us. They're quite a lot bigger than us, so defending paint's going to be one of our primary things, and we're going to try to use our speed to negate their height, hopefully.
Very good. Thank you, Kelly, and good luck tonight and the rest of the season moving forward.
Thank you, Chad, and thank you, coaches, for your time. We are going to take one more quick 2-minute break. We'll be back with our CPT injury report and our starting lineups and national anthem here on WFKT and WHOU. Be back in 2.
For drivers from Patton to Bangor and everywhere in between, buying from Thornton Brothers is a rewarding experience.
At Affordable Plumbing, we buy all our vans through Thornton Brothers. Not only does it have excellent customer service, but I'm treated like family when I walk through the door.
Get a fresh start with great deals on select new 2019 and 2020 Ram trucks and vans during the Start Something New sales event. Thornton Brothers in Lincoln, your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Hi from Jeans, where you'll find better TV and more ways to enjoy it. Get 190 channels for $59.99 a month with Dish. Plus, get a free voice remote on us. And remember, we're also trained Nest Pros and deliver white glove service for all kinds of smart home solutions, like the Google Nest Learning Thermostat or the Google Nest Cam Outdoor, which lets you look after your home from anywhere so you can travel worry-free. So come and visit our newest location on Stillwater in Bangor, or visit us online to find a local store near you.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire.
Sorry.
Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
This is Ben Adams from Priority Auto Sales. Listen, I know you've been seeing a lot of these orange plates around town lately, and trust me, I'm not just paying people to drive around in our vehicles all day. Every day we're selling cars, trucks, and SUVs. Why? It's simple. Discounted prices up front, great selection, and low pressure sales. We're simply not playing the games. We really are creating a new way to shop for a used vehicle. Check us out at yourpriorityauto.com and like us on Facebook. Priority Auto Sales, Route 1 in Holton.
So we are back. We are going to quickly, before we get started here, give you the CPT injury report. Whether you want to get back to sports, back to work, or simply back to living your life, County Physical Therapy can help. Visit one of their 5 convenient locations, to be 6 soon. Actually, I believe it's open now, a 6th location in Bangor, or online at countypt.com to learn how CPT can help you. For injuries, we have for the visiting Caribou Vikings, Nevaeh Trombley is out with an illness. And for Fort Kent, Hannah Chassis still out of action, dealing with her health issues as well. So we have just under a couple minutes left here until Mr. Scott Sivney is going to grace us with his famous pregame introductions. Fort Kent ladies getting in some last-minute free throws here.
Never a bad idea to continue shooting free throws before the game.
Never. Forget who you can attribute the old saying to, but they say if you make half the free throws you missed, then you will win half the games that you lost.
That's a new one for me, but it makes sense.
I think there's some truth to that. You lose some close games, and you probably missed just enough free throws in there that could have been the difference. So you usually take them with tired legs. I know that in the team I'm coaching, we usually practice those last thing after we've burnt the gas out of the boys, try to make them shoot some free throws with jelly legs.
That is always the point.
So the officials are giving their greetings over to the scorer's table. Tonight we have Mr. Pedro Rodriguez and Mr. Brad Alla, 2 veteran officials who are very well respected in their craft, 2 fellow soccer officials of mine. Do a great job there as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of transition that must be coming from as a soccer referee into basketball, but I know they do a great job. Seems like they have fun doing it as well, even when the crowd's on them.
Some might even argue, especially when the crowd's on them. Okay, we're going to turn it over to Mr. Sivney, and he's going to give us our starting lineups.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Fort Kent Community High School for tonight's game between the visiting Lady Vikings of Caribou High School and your Fort Kent Community High School Lady Warriors. The Maine Principals Association of Fort Kent Community High School remind you to practice good sportsmanship during this sporting event. Cheer for all the players, respect the opposing team, accept the decision of the officials, be proud of your high school athlete. Please do not boo, taunt, and degrade anyone or any part of this contest. We would also like to remind everyone that Fort Kent Community High School is a tobacco-free campus. We thank you for your cooperation, and we thank you for your support of our high school athletes. Here are tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Lady Vikings of Caribou High School, coached by Mrs. Kayla Brown, assistant coach Mr. Mark Weeks, and guard, a senior, number 5, Taylor Schedule. And got a freshman, number 15, Selena Savage. And got a senior, number 2, Kim Susi. And forward, a senior, number 23, Taylor LeBrecht. And jumping center for the Lady Vikings, a senior, number 14, Captain Paige Espling. And now for your Fort Kent Community High School Lady Warriors, coached by Mr. Kelly O'Leary, assistant coaches Mr. Davis Sear, Mr. Eric Workin, and God, freshman number 2, Marissa Daigle. And forward, junior number 4, Sheila Chandro. And God, senior number 23, your captain, Desiree Hafford. And forward, senior number 20, your captain, Madison Soske. And jumping center for your Lady Warriors, senior number 14, Haley Emo. The managers for the Lady Warriors are senior Taylor Susi and freshman Peyton Wazin. The officials for tonight's contest are Mr. Brad Alla and Mr. Pedro Rodriguez. Please stand and remove your hat as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And with that, we are finally ready to get underway here in the varsity contest of the evening. This is following the sub-varsity game that was played before, the home Fort Kent Lady Warriors coming out victorious in that one. So Mr. Rodriguez is going to toss things up here between Paige Espling and Shaylee Jandro. Espling wins that one, and as I'm sure she does many of them. So Caribou's going to start attacking right to left. Freshman Selena Savage driving and scoring right off the bat.
Saw the lane and took it.
Yeah, probably going to see her doing a lot of the ball handling. Freshman point guard can be a blessing and a curse. You love to have them to build around for the next few years, but they are still very young and experienced, putting a lot of responsibility on her shoulders, but definitely has the pedigree to handle it. That shot attempt was knocked out of bounds, going to remain Lady Warriors ball. Sose to trigger the inbound. She's going to just get it out to Hafford up top to set things up. Like Guimau and looked for what she was going to do with the ball before catching it and loses that one out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a good look, a good kick. She just couldn't seem to handle the pass.
So Savage again. So you can expect doing a lot of the ball handling. Fort Kent seeming to be set up in their signature 1-3-1 zone. They're going to get Hafford with a kick ball on that one. So Caribou's going to inbound right in front of Fort Kent's bench.
Quick hands, quick feet.
Schedule with it on the wing. Steps into a shooting spot but is closed down on. They get it into Espling.
Good double in the post.
Indeed, kicks it back out to Schedule. Her three is long. A rebound down to Savage. And she came down amongst the trees there and didn't really have anywhere she could go with a dribble, so travels.
You know, I can see that that's going to be something that Fort Kent's going to have to make sure they do is stop the post play. She seems to be much taller than any player that's out there right now playing for Fort Kent.
Yeah, and we have seen games in the past where a tall center has given them trouble, either as just getting the ball and scoring or being able to receive it in the middle, collapse the defense, and pass out and find shooters. That one knocked away by Schedule, ball staying with Fort Kent. Get it into Gendreau. We are glad to be joined with for the beginning of this game. She was a little late to the last one, had an appointment she had to get back from, but she did join us.
Might have been a little contact there, but Pedro allowing him to play at this point.
Which we like to see. That three by Saucier is off. The rebound controlled, though, just for a moment by Daigle. She's going to be tied up for the jump ball. Possession arrow keeping it with the Lady Warriors. They'll inbound underneath their own basket.
You know, this is where you'd like to score some of your points on inbounds plays. You'd like to score 10, 12, maybe even 14 a game.
I think they're going to say that Saucier hadn't quite established her position inbounds. A little late getting in after that inbound attempt and touching it and giving the ball over to the Caribou Vikings. So Savage is going to find, yeah, see, they're going to use Espling to receive at that high post. It got them a good look, unable to convert, but they do track down the offensive rebound. You can see the attention she's garnering.
Absolutely. Get it to the high post, look opposite.
Though Taylor Lebret got caught watching a little bit and is called for 3 seconds in the paint. Caribou playing a straight man-to-man. Guimond with it up top. Looking for an option. Finds Saucier in the short corner. She gets it to Guimond on that baseline and then kicks it out to Gendreau. She gets a good look from three and drains it.
That's what we're going to need, some good open shots from outside for Fort Kent in order to hang with these girls.
Yeah, and they got them the right way, moving the ball inside out. Foul call there is going to be given to Hafford, one of those bang-bang 50-50 Charger blocks, but I do think she was a little tardy to the spot, and they're going to give her the block.
Yeah, good hustle, but I do think it's the right call.
That's only Hafford's first. However, she'll want to make sure not to get that second this quarter, as foul trouble has been an issue.
So far, Fort Kent rebounding pretty well.
They have been. Daigle's going to go all the way with that one and finishes that one.
Nice take for the freshman there.
High skill play, slipping between the two defenders and finishing over the much taller Espling. Hafford just a half second late to that one. That would have been a layup the other way.
The rest of the pack got back very well.
Yeah, they did. That's when you can afford to take those gambles, when you know you're not going to get burned for them. Savage gets it to Susie in the corner. Her three is long. Saucier, however, unable to control the rebound, so it's going to stay with the Lady Vikings.
Yeah, she had good position, just couldn't grab a hold of it.
Sometimes those air balls are the hardest one to rebound. You expect it to catch some rim and bounce up, and all of a sudden it's on you.
Good defense there.
Yeah, had a hard time getting it in. Just had to settle for a not great pass, but Hafford only able to knock it out, so they'll get another crack at it. So a much tougher position inbound now, getting a little closer to the corner. Susie flash ball able to get it to her. They get it to Espling. Nice big target you can just kind of throw it up to. That was a nice safety net. Savage is going to take that three behind the screen. That is wide. Rebound. Unable to be controlled by Gendreau. Schedule there with the hustle play to keep that one alive and force Gendreau into knocking it out. Caribou's going to get a third crack at it here. Schedule being hounded by Hafford on the wing. Has to get it out to Susie. Swings it over to Savage. And they are going to get Lebrecht with the travel.
Yeah, the feisty defense causes a turnover and causes Kayla to call a timeout here.
Yeah, seeing something that she wants to fix quickly, so she's going to take just a quick 30, and we will take it as well on WFKT and WHOU.
This is Neil. Can I help you? You're where? I'll be right there. What'd you guys do? Giving steals! Yeah. That's all you did? Yes. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess there is something wrong with giving away steals.
Still, this 2016 CRV SC now only $17,995.
I don't know why.
They were good steals.
So we are back. We are back after that timeout. See what message Coach Brown tried to get across to the girls here after an early, small deficit of 3, but
I'm sure it had something to do with taking care of the basketball on their own end, playing a little smart, maybe some crisper passes.
I would imagine that is something that when you're speaking to her before the game, she really made it a point to stress. So I'm sure that's a point she wanted to reiterate. Susie's going to take that corner 3, and that just rims out. Rebound knocked around and controlled to Jandro. She gets up ahead to Daigle. She's going to take that one all the way and put that one in for 2. Good pass up ahead by Jandro after that rebound and a good leak out. She really had her choice of 2 people. She could have either had Daigle or Hafford on that one. Would have been a 2-on-1. But Daigle able to just take that one all the way and lay it in.
Yeah, when the transition's there, you really want to capitalize on it any chance you get.
3 by Schedule is off. The rebound comes down to Susie, but she's unable to finish. And Hafford's feet were quicker than her hands, and she's called for the travel.
You see that often in high school basketball. They get excited, ready to go for the rim, and forget to put the ball down before stepping.
Yeah, sometimes the feet take off before the eyes even look up, and when you look up, you see a defender and don't want to dribble it right into him, but meanwhile, your steps have already begun. So just going to lob that one into Espling. Unable to get a shot off. They get it right back to her. It's a nice dump down pass to Emily Collins, who checked in at that last timeout and gets herself a quick 2, cutting the deficit back to 3.
She definitely got the open person there on the opposite short corner.
Hafford with it up top. She looks to drive. On Schedule is cut off. Guimond's going to try a 3. That's off the side of the backboard. Rebound down to Collins. Savage gets it right back to her. Nowhere to go, though, so gives it back up. They get it to Susie in the corner. Gets it back out to Schedule. Finds Savage back on the swing. She'll take that 3, and that is good. So a quick 5 here for the freshman. Tying things back up at 7. A little over halfway through this first quarter. Hafford's going to drive. That one is a little high off the glass and long. Susie came down with that rebound. She's got 2 or 3 rebounds for being one of the smaller girls out on the court. Yeah, she did. Schedule kind of pivoted with both feet before getting a dribble down, so Mr. Rodriguez correctly tags her with the foul.
Once again, sometimes just a hedge can get you to fall off balance and try to make a quick decision that causes you to shuffle your feet a bit.
Checking in for her first action for Caribou is freshman number 12, Ashlyn Bouchard. She's going to replace Taylor Lebrecq. Hafford with it in the corner. Her shot is well contested. And Jandro in her pursuit is only able to knock the rebound out of bounds, so it's going to go to the Caribou Vikings. Savage looking to change ends quickly, gets it up to Bouchard. And she was pressured, was forced into the travel.
Doesn't look like Coach Brown likes the call too much.
Yeah, I might have thought she was tied up there, but I do think that the tie-up was released as she was taking those steps, therefore probably a correct travel call. Jandro with it on the wing, passes to Daigle and cuts. Savage with the good hands to knock that one away, but it will stay with Fort Kent as soon as we can get the ball back. Saucier looks to get the inbound in and does to Daigle. Good hustle play to save that from going into the backcourt. she probably could have gathered it in the backcourt, as it was never possessed in the front court since the inbound, but don't blame her for being careful. Guimond's shot is no good, and rebound down to Bouchard, though it eventually did find Schedule, and here comes Savage this way. Cross-court pass over to Bouchard. She was open when she saw her. Once she caught it, the defense quickly collapsed, but they are going to get a foul call on, and that is on Hafford and her second.
We can obviously see that part of the game plan for Fort Kent is to double the post anytime it gets in there.
Yeah, it has been relatively effective thus far. They're going to say that Espling, in that baseline drive attempt, stepped out of bounds. Well defended there by, again, 2 Lady Warriors, preventing the easy one.
So far, a fairly good quarter defensively for Fort Kent.
Yeah, only 7 points allowed, just over a minute remaining. That pass is intercepted by Savage, though either one of those dribbles was on the line or that back foot when she went to take off may have slipped onto it, but either way, out of bounds through the Lady Warriors. Coach O'Leary is going to take this opportunity to take his own 30-second timeout, and we're going to take it as well.
Hello, this is Tony Bowers at Bowers Funeral, and we want to wish good luck to all area basketball teams, boys and girls, as you strive for the gold ball at the end of the season. We are proud to be a part of your communities and our family serving your family since 1900. Good luck, play hard, and above all, be good sportsmen.
So Saucier, as she usually does, is going to be the one to trigger the inbound. She gets it to Hafford. Schedule unable to get there on that interception attempt. Gets it over to Guimond, and her 3 is long. Schedule with the rebound, gets it off to Savage. She's going to look at changing. They see a nice advance pass to Bouchard. She Euro steps through there. Layup is no good. Rebound, though, by Espling is put back up and in, giving Caribou their first lead of the night at 9-7. 48 seconds remaining here in this fast-moving first quarter.
Let's see if Fort Kent chooses to take the last shot here.
That post-entry attempt is knocked away by Collins. So Fort Kent an inbound underneath. 40 seconds remaining. They find Daigle on the basket cut. She's unable to control it on her own, so it is tied up with Collins, leading to a jump ball with the possession arrow pointing down for the Caribou Vikings.
I think had the pass been on the numbers, she might have actually got a layup out of that.
Yep, good look, just kind of didn't quite come up enough for her, got her in the shins. So Savage and Schedule kind of passing amongst themselves up top until there's a mystery. Collins was back cutting and Schedule passed it to where she was, only able to get a hand on it out of bounds back to the Lady Warriors. They're going to have about 25 seconds, potentially looking for just the last one here.
Yeah, Fort Kent's defense once again having kind of an easy time on their rotations and getting hands in the passing lanes, and seems to be working for them so far.
Yeah, very well. That 2 by Guimond is no good. Savage now with the rebound. She has 10 seconds. That advanced pass up to Collins is knocked away.
Good hustle play.
Good recovery, preventing a layup. So Caribou is going to have 6.8 seconds. See if they can expand upon their current 2-point lead.
I think this one here you want to watch for her stepping back in.
Absolutely, as she does. Savage makes the skip pass across the Schedule, but that's knocked away. The advanced pass is to Hafford, and she, however, is not left with enough time to get that shot off before the buzzer. So the first quarter will end with a score of Caribou Lady Vikings 9, Fort Kent Lady Warriors 7. We will be back in 1 minute on WFKT and WHOU.
Lincoln Power Sports is the leading ATV, snowmobile parts, accessories, and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Whether you're looking for the latest new products from BRP, Can-Am, Skidoo, or today's best clothing and accessories, we've got it. It's no wonder riders and customers trust Lincoln Power Sports for ATV and snowmobile service and installation of parts and accessories. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog from anywhere in the world. Call 207-794-8100. We would love to hear from you.
Out here, builders choose Advantech products to provide a durable base that helps prevent bouncing and warping. So in here, you can enjoy the beauty of luxurious finished floors without worrying about pops, squeaks, or creaks. Because out here, and in here, there's no better sound than the peace and quiet that comes from Advantech products. The flat-out best for a quiet, stiff floor.
So we're back for some second quarter action here. The Lady Vikings are going to start with it, inbounding in front of us. Hafford triggers the inbound, gets it to Guimond, gets it right back, then gets it right back to her for a nice little free throw jumper, though that is off. Hafford smartly pulls off of the pursuit of that rebound so as to avoid picking up her third foul. That wing shot by Bouchard is long. The rebound tracked down by Savage, and she drops it off for a two-point attempt that is no good. Rebound cleared finally by Saucier. So Daigle gets it off to Guimond. She has it on the wing, being guarded. Gets it off to Saucier for the wing jumper, and that is just long off the back rim. Rebound finally controlled by Paige Espling, and gets it up to Bouchard. She's going to drive and is fouled on her attempt. We'll see if they give that one to Gendreau or Saucier. I think he was pointing to Gendreau. He was. I believe that's only going to be her first. First one no good by Bouchard. She will get the second though. And that one is good. Pushing Caribou up into single digits with a 3-point lead at 10-7. Just under a minute through this second quarter. Hafford's driving kick to Guimond is going to get her a travel.
That is the correct call from over there.
Yeah, just kind of had an idea and went to take off, but again, didn't get the ball down just yet. So Susie's going to actually handle the ball now and get it over to Savage, and she's going to fake that pass and take the long three, which just rims out.
You can tell she probably doesn't miss too many of those. That's a nice quick release. And
yeah, nice square.
You got to respect her range.
Guimond's going to take that three, and that one is no good. Rebound down to Espling. You see Savage, whenever she gets that outlet from her big, she's always looking up court, see if she can make that unselfish advance pass. Even if it's not necessarily for a wide open layup, she trusts her teammates to get it up to them and allow them to make a play. Daigle's three is just a bit long. Rebound down to Espling. Probably get used to hearing me say that. Susie passes out of the corner to Savage, swings it over to Bouchard. She's going to take that three, which is wide. Susie not even going to bother trying to attempt to save that one. Out of bounds to the Lady Warriors. Checking in for her first action. Number 11, sophomore Cassidy O'Leary. She's going to replace Guimond.
Yeah, daughter of Coach O'Leary.
So Daigle receives the screen up top. Drives and kicks it out to Gendreau. She's going to take the three, which is long. A rebound battled around, but finally controlled by Espling. Gets it out to Savage. Looks up, but sees nothing worth taking the risk for. That one eventually finds Susie. Her pass attempt down to Collins was not caught cleanly, but Gendreau, with the half-second late recovery, is only able to knock it out of bounds. So Espling's going to trigger the inbounds underneath for Caribou.
You know, the last couple of games I've seen Fort Kent play, they've been kind of shy to pull the trigger from outside. It's nice to see that they've gained a little confidence in themselves and They say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, which I'm not big at math, but I think that one might be right.
I believe so. Yeah, I agree. In the games that I've had of theirs, they've probably already taken probably half as many as they've taken in any full game, only about a quarter of the way through this one, so being a lot more willing from deep. If they're going to get Daigle with the carry or whatever they categorize that as now, a travel or a double dribble. I don't think carry is a technical term anymore. Savage is going to take that three, and it is long. Rebound eventually controlled by Daigle. She's going to see what she has for options. Make the pass up ahead to Hafford. Savage was just able to get a deflection on that, which I think made the catch tough for Hafford and off of her hands out of bounds.
Yeah, she tried to thread the needle, and I think it was just too tight in there to get it through cleanly.
So Caribou having extended out to their biggest lead of the night of 5. Savage with the nice split and find down to Collins. Her shot just rims out. Saucier gets the rebound up ahead, and it deflected and found its way to Jandra. I don't think she was quite ready for it, and has to take a couple steps before really getting that ball under control, and is called for the travel.
Yeah, that was one of the most accidental travels I've ever seen. It just kind of, whoops, fell in her hand while she was on the run, and not much she could do about it.
Yeah, I don't think she was looking for it, and I don't think the pass was looking for her. It just kind of found its way over to her after the deflection, and just kind of more unfortunate than anything. Bouchard is going to take that three from the corner, and that is long. Rebound batted around and finally controlled by Saucier. Gets it out to O'Leary for the outlet. She gets it over to Daigle for the short pass. Gets her the three, but that is just long off the back rim. Rebound tied up.
Good hustle play by O'Leary there to get that tied up.
Yeah, possession arrow is pointing to Caribou, so they will get it anyways, but at least turning the arrow back over into their favor for the next one.
You know, Fort Kent's not about to back down. It doesn't seem like they're intimidated by their first meeting whatsoever.
Oh, nice find there into Espling. She's unable to finish the first one, but able to just grab that one over the top of everyone and get the putback good for 2. Nice drive there off the screen by Hafford. Her shot is no good. Rebound down to Espling. Savage with it now with some kind of token pressure by Daigle. She crosses over and escapes it. Gets it up to Susie right in front of us.
The pressure there, just keeping her honest.
Savage and Susie with a lot of the ball handling responsibilities here with Schedule on the bench. Collins just unable to control that one before it bounces out of bounds.
Once again, Fort Kent's defense right now seems to be working pretty well for them. It's given Caribou a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, they have not gotten very many easy looks. So Daigle drives, and the kick out attempt is taken away by Bouchard. She then takes it the other way herself, finally gets it out to Savage. It finds its way to Espling, and she kicks it out to Savage for the three, and that is short. Rebound controlled by Jandro. Coach O'Leary wants to slow things down a little bit, and he's going to do so with a full timeout. We'll take the 60 seconds as well here on WFKT and WHOU.
Outfit your vehicle for tough jobs with commercial truck body and accessories at Main Equipment in Herman, Maine. At Main Equipment Company, we sell and install truck bodies, lift systems, garbage removal applications, and snow and sand spreading applications. Storage boxes and bed liners is also available. Call us at 207-848-5738. Dump bodies, hook lift hoists, truck bodies, sand and salt spreaders, rubbish packers. The right fit for your truck. The premier company in the state of Maine. Main Equipment Company.
So Fort Kent's going to inbound. Again, going left to right. Caribou still playing their typical half-court man-to-man defense.
Yeah, they haven't come out of it at all.
Jandro kicks it out to Hafford. It is booted around a little bit until finally tied up. This time we'll stay down this way with Fort Kent. It will inbound over in front of the stage here in their student section.
No, it's nice to see the student section. It's actually pretty full here. We've got both rows pretty well taken care of.
Yeah, they kind of pulled out these bleachers here, I think kind of more out of necessity, making a little room behind them for some drama set construction, but I do think it's been a nice little addition to the atmosphere here.
Yeah, we actually had practice tonight, and I had to choose when I was able to speak over the skill saw being drawn out back. I think they were getting play sets all cut up and ready to go.
Welcome to practicing in a shared space.
It's all good, though. Everybody deserves their own.
Of course. So Susie and Savage kind of passing it around the perimeter here. Savage got tripped up a little bit, but probably by her own doing, trying to go in somewhere where there just wasn't the space. So you're seeing two people covering Espling very doggedly whenever they're trying to get her entries. Mostly Sose in the middle of that 1-3-1, really hounding her. She does get that rebound, kicks it out to Collins, who finds Savage, and she gets the up fake and the drive and scoop. And the acrobatic finish between defenders there, getting Caribou up to a 9-point lead. I believe they're going to get Daigle for the player control foul there, which you may not be used to seeing called when an offender doesn't actually fall down, but that doesn't mean that the offensive player didn't initiate contact.
Yeah, unfortunately in high school ball, we don't have that little semicircle either underneath the basket that, you know, kind of protects the defender, or protects the offensive player, excuse me, for being able to come down from the layup. And
we're going to get Hafford with her second kickball violation of the night. And number 33, Abby Robbins, senior for Caribou, is going to check in for her first action, replacing the freshman Bouchard, who had some good minutes out there.
yeah, the freshmen for Caribou actually do seem to give them some quality minutes that it's always nice to see in the years to come here.
That entry into Espling does not result in a basket, as her shot is just long. Cassidy O'Leary is going to take that rebound and switch ends herself. Kind of stuck and says, why not? Her shot, though, is just long. Rebound down to Robbins. You have a minute and a half remaining here. A good find there by Savage, though that layup was well defended by O'Leary. This one eventually finds its way out to Daigle, and she's going to go the length of the court. Tried stopping her momentum, but was unable to keep that back plant foot from dragging, and is called for the travel.
Pedro calling for somebody to relax. I wasn't quite sure who he was looking at. But
yeah, that might have been Daigle after getting called for that travel. Maybe didn't give it back to him as gently as he would have liked. Would be my guess.
Always got to respect the officials.
Sose again with a good defense on Espling down low, not allowing that post-entry pass. You know she has some good weak side help, so was able to really try in front to take that away. Susie gets it right back to Savage for the three, and that one is good. So another three for the freshman Selena Savage. And I don't think O'Leary was quite ready for that one, and ball ends up out of bounds. Guimon is going to come back in quickly for Hafford, probably trying to avoid her getting her, she have 2 or 3? I think she has 2, so trying to not let her get her third in the last minute here, especially on a defensive possession. We're going to get Espling with the travel there, again being very well pressured once she does get the ball, really nowhere to go. So that give and go is very well done to get Daigle the 2. I think that might be their first 2 this quarter. I believe they had 7 after the first. So finally able to break the ice in this quarter.
That is their first bucket this quarter.
If you can go a quarter with only scoring a bucket, but you're still only down 10, I think you'll be happy with that being the case given the circumstances. Susi's 3 is good. Just about as time expires. 1 second. Daigle is not going to get that one off. So we are going to head into halftime with Caribou having a 22-9 lead. We will see if we can wrangle ourselves a halftime guest and be back in 3 minutes on WHOU and WFKT.
From kitchen excellence to building damage, owning your own restaurant comes with a lot of liabilities.
Among drivers, vehicles, and business property, there's a lot of exposure.
If our equipment fails, we know United Insurance has us covered.
For us, finding the right words for marketing campaigns is simple. Finding the right insurance is not. That's why it's nice to know United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The United Insurance has us covered.
United Insurance has us covered.
The road to planning your financial future can seem like an uphill battle, with countless goals and paths to choose from. The most suitable place to begin is with Thompson Hamill LLC for a free financial checkup. Thompson Hamill has many tools available to help you chart your course on your financial roadmap. Let them help guide you through all the phases of your life. To get to your destination, you have to start. Start today so you're better prepared for tomorrow. Thompson Hamill LLC. Your family, your future.
Get a jump on your future by exploring your possibilities at Northern Maine Community College. The team of faculty and staff at NMCC will position you for a lifetime of success. With over 35 degree and certificate programs, including our newest offerings in water treatment technology, you will be amazed at how quickly your new skills will open a world of opportunity. Visit us online today at nmcc.edu. Northern Maine Community College. Succeed here.
Excellence at ground level is what you get with J. McLaughlin Construction in Holton. Founded in 2012, the company plans the construction of streets, residential areas, and commercial buildings, and they are involved in both public and private projects. Their high-quality work and many years of experience have earned them an excellent reputation and a loyal client base. Regardless of whether you need a detailed plan for a building or would like to build a road, J. McLaughlin Construction is your reliable partner for all your engineering needs. Call J. McLaughlin Construction at 532-6335 or 694-2546.
Aroostook Limousines and Ace Rent-A-Car get you there in style. Aroostook Limousines has 8 and 12 passenger limousines and a 20 passenger party bus for evenings out, proms, weddings, birthdays, concerts, whatever the celebration. Travel anywhere in state. And Ace Rent-A-Car specializes in insurance rentals and has locations in Presque Isle, Holton, and Patton at Savage Paint and Body. Ace offers everything from compact cars to vans. Ace Rent-A-Car. We do it right and we make it easy. Reach both businesses at 768-7368.
Pioneer Fiber to the Home is now available in Holton, Sherman, Stacyville, Calais, and Baileyville. Streaming live events in high definition like high school basketball is best viewed with the most stable and fastest connections. Pioneer Broadband delivers state-of-the-art fiber directly into your home to handle all of your most demanding internet needs. Don't get left behind with slower technology. Get the fiber you need. Pioneer Broadband.
So we are back, and I'm going to send it down to my partner courtside, Chad Sear, who has a guest. It is the one Reese Pelletier.
So I'm here with Reese Pelletier, who just recently completed his first year as a freshman on the UMFK soccer team. Very successful team as well. Backup goalkeeper. Reese, can you talk to us a little bit about the difference between what it takes to play goalkeeper in high school compared to what it takes to play it collegiately?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just like the biggest thing was probably intensity. It was just like the balls were coming 100 miles an hour faster, and it was like, it definitely made you step up your game. Like, just within that year, I was like, I felt like high school was a breeze.
Good, good. Well, another thing is, obviously in high school, you know, you're at first a student before you are an athlete, so you got to keep your studies up. It works the same in college. You got to keep yourself eligible. Can you tell us a little bit about how hard or how easy that might have been when you go on the road and you have to keep up with your studies as well as go to all the practices and games?
Yeah, it was, well, coach makes the team keep a 3.0 GPA or higher. So we have like study halls every week, 2 or 3 times a week for the whole team. And I mean, it's definitely hard when you have quite a bit of classes and you're trying to get stuff done on the road, especially being gone 2 weeks at a time. But I mean, if you stayed like determined and stuck to it, it's pretty easy if you focus. If you focus.
Right. Now, you guys made quite a national tournament run. You want to tell us how that was, how intense that was and fun?
Oh, that was awesome. The best part about it for me was staying on the beach for 2 weeks. And that was a good time. I mean, the level of soccer I saw this season was something I never thought I'd get to be an experience of.
Now I'm sure your best part of being on the beach was all the shells you got to pick along the shore side.
For sure. I brought a couple home, a couple T-shirts. But, no, it was awesome. And, like, there's nice facilities. And, I mean, soccer is just, I think it's not a big enough sport in the United States because there is so much talent throughout everywhere that I got to see and experience. And it was awesome.
Well, good. I thank you, Reese, and good luck next year. Hopefully you continue to play for UMFK, and thanks for joining us today and being our halftime guest.
Thank you, Reese, and thank you, Chad. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break and come back with some quick stats before the start of our second, so we will be back in 2.
Madigan Healthcare Services provides a continuum of healthcare from skilled nursing facility, rehab therapy, to home health care.
After 5 days in the hospital, they suggested that I come to the Madigan. The level of care, the service, the respect that they showed me, even the aftercare, everything about it was really excellent, and I feel healthy. So the services that I've received at the Madigan have enabled me to get back to those things that I really love to do.
We all know a Aroostook County winter isn't much fun, but it can be with the right equipment. Holton Tire Company at 76 Myrna Street is your boss plow dealer and carries the King of Snow Aaron snowblowers. Full service department with parts in stock.
Steelstone Industries in Holton is your location for gravel, salt, sand, paving, and plowing. Groundwork materials of all kinds and equipment to move it. We now offer heavy equipment and truck repair at our shop on 289 Station Road in New Limerick. Call Steelstone Industries at 532-2675. Nortrax is your John Deere construction and forestry equipment dealer for the entire state of Maine. Whether you're working hard in the woods or digging in the dirt, Nortrax has the new and used heavy equipment you need. Count on Nortrax for 24-hour parts and service support, plus around-the-clock machine monitoring with JD Link. Our service technicians, parts specialists, and product support technology reps are here to serve you. We stand ready as your John Deere construction and forestry equipment team in Maine.
County.me, your source for county-wide sports, including scores and highlights from the Greater Holton, Presque Isle, and Caribou regions. We also are the source for all the latest daily news and community happenings for readers of the Holton Pioneer Times, the Star Herald, and the Aroostook Republican and News coverage area. Visit us now on the web at thecounty.me.
So we are back, and before we get things going for the second half, we're going to do a quick recap of the first. Chad, what do you have for some individual scoring totals for us?
On the Forkhead side, I got Larissa Daigle with 6, Shaylee Jonjo with 3, and over here on the Caribou side, Kim Susi with 3, Gabrielle Sutherland with 2, Ashlyn Bouchard with 2. Excuse me, it was Ashlyn Bouchard with 2, not Gabrielle Sutherland. My apologies. Paige Espling with 5, and Selena Savage with 10. Emily Collins with 2 as well.
Perfect. And I'm going to throw it over to Jake Hebert, who is going to give us some secondary stats.
Paige Espling of the Caribou Vikings got 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Selena Savage got 4 rebounds and 1 assist. 5 rebounds and 1 assist. Taylor Skidgel got 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. And for the Fort Kent Lady Warriors, Madison Socia got 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and Shirley Jondra got 3 rebounds, with Larissa Daigle getting 2 rebounds.
Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. And with that, we have resumed action here in the third quarter. They're going to get, I believe, Shaylee Jondro for an early foul here. That is going to be her second, so okay for now. We'll want to avoid that, getting that third in the third quarter, though. So Susie with it up top.
High pressure D from Daigle.
Forces the turnover. Hafford knocked that one away and gets it up to Daigle, and she's going to finish and get fouled by Skidgel. So she's going to go to the line for the and one opportunity.
Nice hustle play. She's going to be something special. I mean, she already is, but only as a freshman. As she gets older, she's only going to progress and make her game a little more well-rounded.
Yeah, she's going to have a chance to cut this thing back down to 10 with a nice quick start for the Lady Warriors out of the locker room. That free throw is off. Rebound down to Lebrecq. Gets it out to Skidgel. Quick advance pass finds Susie, who then throws it over to Espling for the quick layup out of transition. Daigle weaving through traffic there. The give and go attempt was knocked away by Espling. Fort Kent will inbound under their own basket. So again, we want to thank Reese Pelletier for joining us on that Katahdin Trust halftime show. Part of a very impressive UMFK Bengals team. That layup was not converted. This one up ahead to Susie, and she drills that free from the corner. Pushing Caribou's lead back up to their biggest of the evening at 16. Daigle gets it right back after the pass. She is closed out by Espling and forces the travel.
Yeah, sometimes that quick defense, once again, out towards you, will make you second guess, and your feet will do things before your brain thinks of them.
Yeah, that's one of those instances where the height may have not resulted in a block, but definitely caused the turnover. Won't show up on a stat sheet with anything next to her name, but definitely caused it. So, Skidgel's entry attempt to Espling is knocked away. I think we may have had a collision of heads there, and Mr. Rodriguez wisely is going to stop things and check in on these girls.
Looks like she's in some pain. We obviously...
Yeah, we got both Hafford and Savage visibly shaken up here. I think they might have kind of not really seen where the other was going and just knocked heads. Head injuries always getting a lot of attention and being dealt with caution as they should be. So they're going to get the attention they need, but we're going to resume things here. Both have been replaced by subs. Caribou's going to get the inbound underneath their own basket.
You know, and in today's day and age, concussion protocol is such a major thing that you really wish the best for the two of them, and I'm sure they're going to keep an eye on that throughout the game, and of course later on tonight as well, and through the day tomorrow.
Yeah, Hafford seemed to get the worst of it, so we hope that it'll be nothing too serious in the end. Meanwhile, back to basketball. Guimond gets the 3 from the top of the key, and that is just long off the back rim. That rebound outlet is knocked away, but finds its way back to Lebrec. She gets it up to Schedule. Gets it right back to her. Finds Susie on the wing. Skips it back over to Schedule. Nice entry into Espling, but that dribble is off the foot of the defender. Ball tied up. It's going to come back down the Lady Warriors' way.
Well, the Warriors have not quit fighting with a down 16 here. Any loose ball or anything, they're trying to get their hands on it and make sure they maintain possession.
So Daigle with it. Finds Guimond on the wing. She looks to drive and drops it off to Sose, though that pass knocked away. Ball's going to stay with the Lady Warriors. Fort Kent in their usual 3 flat, 1 high inbound formation. They just have to settle for getting it in. So O'Leary with it on the wing. She picks up her dribble, but it's knocked away by Schedule, so she gets the dribble back and goes by. And kicks out to Guimond, and she'll take the 3 at the top. That one just short. Rebound down to Schedule. She dribbles out, gets just across midcourt and avoids that trap. Takes a quick pull-up 3 and hits that one. Pushing Caribou's total up to 30, as seen on our Napa Auto Parts scoreboard. Guimond drives, has to kick it back out. Jandro has a nice little 10-footer that just rims out. Susie clears the rebound and takes it down herself. Nice advance pass up to Lebrec, who is fouled. Daigle preventing the layup there.
Yeah, you know, those are the kind of fouls that are okay. You don't want the ones 90 feet from the rim. Anything to stop a quick 2-point is kind of acceptable, I think, to any coach.
They only have that showing as being her first on the scoreboard. I'm not sure that's correct, though. I think I remember a charge being called against her. Was that someone else?
No, that was Larissa. She does have 2. I won't tell if you don't tell.
Speaking of Daigle, she drives and has the nice little teardrop finish over Espling. Schedule with it up top. She's been doing a lot more ball handling with Savage on the bench. Bouchard's shot attempt is blocked by Jandro, though by the time Guimond's able to track it down, it takes her out of bounds. So Caribou's going to retain possession, inbound under their own basket. Espling going to trigger the inbound, so again, you want to look for her stepping right back in. She does, but Fort Kent's wise to it with 2 girls waiting for her. That rebound eventually finds its way out of bounds off of Lebrec. So Daigle with it, looking to attack Caribou's man-to-man defense they've been playing all night. Guimond has it on the wing. Makes the nice entry attempt into Jandro, so she is blocked by Lebrec.
D there.
Yep, stayed very vertical. And likewise on this end, good D by O'Leary, forcing the travel.
Absolutely, straight up D. Kind of caught her off guard, and she took that extra step.
Absorbed the contact and bumped her off her course and forces the travel. So coming back this way. Daigle gets it over to O'Leary on the wing. She drives and takes a little 10-foot pull-up, and that is just short. Rebound down to Schedule. She'll look to change ends herself. Over the top pass to Susie is tracked down by Jandro, but she kind of had to run through her to get there. So they're going to tag her with the foul. I believe that's going to be her 3rd. Schedule into Sushi, she gets it right back. Swings it over to Bouchard. So she shuffled the feet before putting the ball down, and Mr. Rodriguez is going to tag her with the travel.
Yeah, I think both coaches would like to see a little cleaner game, a few little forced turnovers. I think that a few more than what they're looking for.
Yeah, a little frenetic first half of this 3rd quarter here. going to get Cassidy O'Leary for the rarely called leaving the court violation.
No, that's the second time I've seen it called this year, and both times was by Pedro.
So he's the only one that knows the rules, what you're saying.
It must be. He called it on Eden Parity earlier in the year on us.
Was that game here?
It was here.
I think I remember that one leading me into about a 5-minute story about my experience with that call in the past.
Yeah, it's not a common call because I've seen players do such a move and it not be called. Must be deep in the back pages of the book.
Yeah, we'll just say that we're thankful that it is now just a violation instead of the same technical foul that it used to be.
A recent rule change.
I think Abby Robbins kind of took that deflection off the face there on the bench, but she seems to be laughing it off and in good spirits. And a very good sign above all is that we're going to see Desiree Hafford check back into the game, so she seems to have recovered from that knock she took earlier.
Absolutely, it's always that's always what you want to see. After all, it is just a sport, and these kids are out here to have fun, and you never want to see anybody get hurt and not be able to come back in the game. So this is a great sign here.
So we are sure that team trainer, school nurse Joanna Leary ran her through the battery and was confident that she was fit to return. So very happy to see that. Hope we see Savage return from the other side as well.
There's no question she got the correct testing that was needed before she would enter this game.
Yep.
Mrs. O'Leary is very efficient.
Now we actually see her talking to Sean Savage, father of Selena Savage, making sure that she's giving both girls the attention that they need. So after that tie-up, the arrow was pointing to the Caribou Vikings, so they'll get possession. Attacking this, still 1-3-1. They got Collins trapped in the corner. And Coach Brown bails her out with a quick 30-second timeout. Save possession. We'll take it as well on WHOU and WFKT.
At the Maine Baseball Academy, our top priority is to create an experience of advanced learning and skill development for all ages. The YMCA indoor turf facility has many resources that we use to our advantage while developing young athletes. Our top-tier coaching staff includes Director of Operations Ryan Lincoln and John Fry, Searsport District High School, Cody Collins, Bangor Christian Schools, and Cam Archer, Old Town High School. Follow us on Facebook at Maine Baseball Academy or call today for more information.
So we're back underway here. Susie with the entry into Espling, though she is swarmed by 3 defenders. Caribou moves the ball around and get Collins a look. Unable to convert though, and she'll knock the rebound out of bounds. Going to come back to the Lady Warriors. So Dangle resuming her ball handling duties. That's Guimon on the wing. That pass just gets through to Saucier though. Espling got a long arm up to that one to block that shot. Kick out to schedule, eventually finds Susie just off the top of the key, and she drills that one. Extending Caribou's lead up to now 24 by a score of 37-13.
Caribou's kind of caught fire here beyond the arc.
Though not to be outdone, it's Kaylee Guimon as she finds the range. Susie's entry attempt, Espling, is knocked away. Saucier with a good pass over the top, springs Daigle out for 2, though she caught it a little deep and wasn't able to gather herself and get a good attempt up there. Collins with it, finds Espling on that high post, though the help knocks it away, particularly Jandro.
once again, neither team eager to give up in this game.
So fortunately, as we said, we are able to see Savage return to the game. So good to see that both girls involved in that collision appear to be okay and able to resume. So she's going to take back over right where she left off, doing a lot of the ball handling and facilitating. Nice drop pass there down to Collins, who got good underneath position on Hafford and finished that one for 2. So Daigle being guarded by Collins up top. Thought she saw something, but it disappeared. Guimond's 3 is off the backboard and no good. The rebound, though, caught Collins by surprise, and that's going to come down off of her leg out of bounds. So Fort Kent with the inbound opportunity underneath their own basket with a minute remaining. That inbound attempt is knocked away and finds its way to Savage, and she's going to come the other way with a semi-break. Her pass over the top to Schedule, I believe got deflected on its way to her, but it did come off of her last, so it's going to return possession to the Lady Warriors. We're going to see O'Leary check back in at the next opportunity. Saucier with it in the corner. Her pass attempt knocked away by Robbins and off of a couple teammates on the bench, I think, there.
I think Drolet took the brunt of that one.
Yeah, everyone's seeming to be all right, though, being able to laugh it off. So that's both benches now that have been caught with an errant pass. I think the first time I've seen either this far this season when we get a twofer.
And Coach O'Leary is not looking to get hit. He moves to the whole other side of the bench.
Saucier's left open, so she takes the 3, but it's just long off the back rim. Savage came down with the rebound, but was tied up and fouled by Guimond. It's going to be her second, team 5th, so one more, and then they will be in 1-1 territory. Caribou looking like they may be content to pass around the perimeter and take the last shot. Esplin kicks it out to Savage, finds it over to Schedule. She'll take that 3, but it's no good. Savage, however, right there for the rebound and the putback.
See who they call this one on here.
She was fouled on the attempt. Mr. Rodriguez is going to report this one as being on. It might have been a 4. Shaylee Jeandreau, her 4th it is. So 10.9 seconds remaining here. She's at the line for 2. The first one is just short. She'll dip and take the second. That one just rims out. Rebound, though, controlled by Espling. Her putback is in. So Fort Kent with 6 seconds to go the length of the court and get a look up here. Daigle knows it, takes a shot just across midcourt, and that one is long. Rebound down to O'Leary, but not in time for her to do anything with it. So after 3, we have Caribou with a lead by a score of 41-16. We will be back in a minute on WFKT and WHOU.
County Ag and Turf Supply is at its new home on 7 Dow Siding Road in Caribou, offering the same great service. Randy and Jerry are working hard to supply the county with the best products. They offer Blue Seal Feed, Sentinel, Inspire, and Dynasty and Triple Crown for your equine, Home Fresh Extra Egg and Multi-Flock Pellets, and Crumples and Mealworm for your poultry, Entrust Pet Food for your cat or dog, Minerals for your beef and dairy. They have feed for all your livestock. County Ag and Turf Supply also has wood pellets, lubricants, and of course, Willow the Blue Seal Rabbit on the premises. Stop by County Ag and Turf Supply today.
We all know that fresh new paint can quickly transform the look and feel of your home. Our trained staff can help you select the best paint and color for your mood and budget with our new Color Journeys color matching system. Best look paint and primer in one. It's easier than ever to do it yourself, and it means less time and money spent on the project. Make your personal color statement and go where the builders go for quality do-it-best paint at the best price. The S.W. Collins Company in Caribou, Presque Isle, Holton, Lincoln, and Fort Kent.
Fort Kent's going to begin the fourth quarter with possession. A little bit of a deficit to make up here. Currently down by 25. Skip across, finds Daigle, though she's closely guarded by Savage, so that'll probably be a fun matchup to track over the next few years. A couple of very talented freshmen. Saucier's 3 over Robbins is good. It's exactly the kind of start that they need to get back into things on this one. So Bouchard's gonna get across midcourt, get it to Robbins in the wing, back up to Bouchard up top. Fort Kent still in there, 1-3-1. Savage gonna take that 3 and hits that one. So she's definitely seems to be doing all right after that little bit of a scary knock earlier.
Yeah, didn't knock her off her pace at all.
Definitely hasn't lost sight of the basket. That 3-point attempt is off by Guimond. And Savage back with it.
Neither team really getting out in too much transition right now. Seems like defense is getting back quick enough. And
yeah, neither team has played a whole lot of their bench. So I wonder if maybe just neither having the legs to really take off after a rebound.
It was quite a task to ask them for 32 minutes of straight up and down transition, hardcore defense.
That back cut was misread there and the ball knocked away. Caribou stealing possession back. Collins with the entry into Espling, and her shot is short and she knocks the rebound out of bounds, so it's going to come back to the Lady Warriors.
And you can definitely see they're getting a little tired. One of the points of emphasis in that 1-3-1 is to play big with high hands, and they're having a hard time getting their hands up in that half court.
You didn't see as quick of a kind of swarm on her on that one as there had been earlier. Guimond drives and kicks it out to Saucier, who surveys her options and directs traffic. Finds Guimond in the corner. She's going to take that shot, and that is a little long.
Bouchard got to be careful with 4 fouls.
Yeah, Bouchard with a nice pass ahead to Espling, who then dumps it down to Savage. A little roll reversal there, and she lays it in for 2. Daigle taking matters into her own hands, drive to the basket, but can't get it up over Espling. Her second block of the night, but definitely has more shots affected than that.
Another hustle play.
That one knocked out of bounds, but gonna stay with Caribou. Enjoying a comfortable lead in no hurry. Savage width on the wing. Makes that nice dribble to improve her angle for the entry and does find Espling, who is fouled on her attempt.
I believe that one's going to be on Kaylee Guimond.
That'll be her 4th if I'm not mistaken.
I've got it as her 3rd.
Oh, well, we'll take that version then. Espling free throw is up and just rims out. Yes, it is in fact only Guimond's 3rd. Espling's 2nd free throw gets just as much of the rim, but falls through, giving Caribou their first 30-point lead of the evening. Saucier might have gotten away with a double dribble there. Guimond, however, did not get away with that skip pass. Well, maybe she did. Gendreau recovering it. Daigle with it now in the wing. Gets it out to Hafford, who gets it back over to Guimond. She had the right idea of putting the ball down and going by the closing out Espling, but again, the feet took off before the hands put the ball down, so she's called for the travel.
Once again, very common at this level.
We're going to see O'Leary check back in for Gendreau. She has the 4 fouls, so maybe trying to go a little offense-defense with her at this point. She has been nursing an ankle injury, and see her quickly applying ice to it, so that appears to still be bothering her.
Yeah, and she wouldn't be icing it if it wasn't. She's a tough kid.
Yeah, it's one of those that you like to try and tough out and play through, but kind of has a harder time healing if you don't really just get off it. So showing that toughness of being willing to put herself out there at probably less than 100%.
Ankles are a tough one. Once you sprain them once, they're vulnerable for the rest of your playing career.
Guimond's 3 was online but long. Rebound down to Sutherland, who's checking in for her first action. Collins' 3 is long, controlled eventually by Guimond, who gets the outlet out to O'Leary. She'll let her teammates join her and get it back to Hafford to set things up. Gets it to Saucier on the wing. Surveys her options and directs traffic. Finally gets it up to Guimond. She'll fire the 3 up, and that is no good. Savage now. Kind of refusing that screen and driving and dropping it off to Espling for the nice 2. Nice decision there. Had the screen coming up to the defender's left, kind of gave the defender a second to try to hop underneath it and just went the other way. Guimond with it on the wing. Kicks it over to O'Leary, being guarded by Sutherland. Just under 3 minutes left here in this one.
Might have got away with a carry on that one.
She did not get away with that shot being blocked by Espling, so Caribou with it coming down this way. Sutherland with it on the wing, looking to get it into Espling, and does. She turns and then dumps it down to Robin on the opposite block for the easy 2.
Pretty hard to stop that when you're outsized by 2 bigs.
We had an official's timeout here. I think Hafford may still be feeling the effects of that knock, so they're going to stop it and get her out. And especially at this point in the game like this, you really just want to prioritize her well-being both now and going forward. So
yeah, absolutely. Not just at this game. I mean, really at any game at the high school level. Once again, like I said, they're just kids. They're out here to play. So emphasize more with quite a lead that they have right now, or for Fort Kent. You know, there's probably not enough time to pull the game out with her on the court or off the court. So precautionary measures must be taken.
So we hope that she can get that straightened out and she'll be able and available going forward. Meanwhile, Caribou has extended their lead up to 36.1 until Larissa Daigle lays that one in over traffic for 2. Savage calling Robbins over to set the screen, although Savage may have not given her enough time to get set up and ran off a little early. That's going to get Robbins the illegal screen. And that's a misconception a lot of people have. You see an illegal screen called and you assume it's the screener that did something wrong, but sometimes it's the ball handler that didn't give them a chance to get set up where they need to be to set an effective screen.
More often than not, that's typically the case, yep. Not waiting for 2 feet to hit the ground before you take off with the ball. Something we emphasize in practice quite often.
Saucier has it on the wing, and she's going to listen to the crowd and fire that 3 up. It is no good. Rebound down to Bouchard, and she's going to make the nice little advance pass up to Sutherland, who is going to get fouled by Daigle on that layup attempt. It's a real nice unselfish play there. She was only about a step and a half ahead of her, but she knew that simple pass would change a roughly contested shot into a more open one. She's only able to be stopped by getting fouled. First free throw is off. Second one is short as well. Rebound is down to Overlock. After it gets knocked around a little bit, she's going to get tied up. with Sutherland. Possession arrow pointing back to the Caribou Vikings. Coach Brown has most, if not all, of her bench in now. At this point, this one well in hand.
Yeah, you don't want to keep your best players out there and get an injury in a game like this.
So Mia Terrio in her first action is going to inbound underneath the basket. She gets it out to Sutherland. Throws the up fake and drive and gets that finish. Daigle, meanwhile, comes the other way. Has her own drive attempt. Falls short. Bouchard eventually controlling that rebound. Finds Terrio in the corner, makes a nice entry pass into Robbins. She makes a nice move. And is going to get fouled by Saucier. Which is going to send her to the line for 2 shots.
I believe that is Madison's second.
Scoreboard reads the same. It's the 9th team foul, so it would be double bonus for any fouls against Fort Kent for the last 51.2 seconds of this one. Second free throw by Robbins is up and also good. Saucier with it, swings it over to O'Leary. Finds Daigle on the wing, being guarded by Bouchard. Gets it to Overlock, who finds Saucier on the wing again. That back cut attempt is knocked away and controlled down to Lebrec. Bouchard with another nice entry into Robbins, and her layup is up and good.
Nice entry pass there and good finish at the same time.
Vivian Drolet with her first action of the game. Sausier's 3 is long, rebound knocked away. Controlled eventually by Sutherland. Bouchard's going to come the other way, and time is going to expire on this one. So, final score of 63-21, favoring the visiting Caribou Vikings. We are going to take a quick 1-minute break and come back with our post-game guest.
Don't get flush traded. Get Rick Hannigan Plumbing and Heating to handle all your pipes. Master Plumber Rick is ready to get your pipes back in action. Give Rick a call today at 538-7131 and like him on Facebook.
Scoville Building Supplies may be a little store, but it's a whole lot more. You can find most anything you need at Scoville Building Supplies: plumbing, painting, lumber, windows, or doors. Everything you will need for your construction, remodeling, updating, or building. Call Scoville Building Supplies today at 425-3192.
MMG Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school basketball. Founded in 1897 and based in Presque Isle, MMG has independent insurance agents across Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. MMG has recently received a national award in innovation, was recognized as the Maine Company of the Year by the Maine Insurance Agents Association, and again named among the best places to work in Maine. Find out more about MMG by visiting our website, mmgins.com. MMG Insurance, protecting your piece of the world.
So we are back, and I'm going to send it down to Chad, who has our post-game guest, Selena Savage.
Thank you, Dom. So I'm here with Selena Savage, freshman for Caribou. Selena, you took quite a collision with Des Hafford out there. How you feeling? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I think she took the worst end of it. I'm all set, and she looked like she was doing better too.
So as a freshman, you look pretty poised out there. You got some good ball handling skills, a quick release. Seems like you shoot the ball with your feet set when you're supposed to. As a freshman, looks like you have a little bit of leadership too with the team. How does that work for everybody else?
Well, I don't know. I kind of give credit to my team because even though I'm a freshman, they still accepted that they were going to respect me and I respect them. And I don't know, we just clicked pretty well. So I'm proud of us for that.
Well, that's good. It's all about respect. And once again, congratulations on the win tonight. And I hope you guys have a successful season moving on forward.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chad, and thank you, Selena. We're just going to give some quick end-of-game individual stat totals here. I'm going to throw that over to Jake for the secondary stats as I total up the points.
Well, Selena Savage got 9 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Paige Espling got 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. Ashlyn Bouchard got 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And Taylor Gidgel got 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. For Fort Kent side, Shirley Jonjo got 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block. Cassidy O'Leary got 2 rebounds. Madison Associate led the team in rebounds with 6 and had a steal. And Larissa Digger had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Jacob. And just get some quick point totals. For Caribou, Kim Susi had 6, Taylor Skidgel with 3, Gabriel Sutherland with 2, Ashlyn Bouchard with 3, Paige Espling with 14, Selena Savage leading the way with 15, Taylor Lebrecq 3, Emily Collins 6, Abby Robbins 7. Over on the Fort Kent side, Larissa Daigle leading the way with 12, Shaylee Jandro contributed with 3, and Kaylee Guimon and Madison Associate each chipped in with 3 apiece. So we hope you will join us for the next one. Hodgdon boys visiting tomorrow night. We thank Selena Savage for joining us on our Pat's Pizza of Presque Isle post-game. And thank you for joining us tonight. And we will see you hopefully tomorrow evening. Thank you.